Edo State government on Tuesday don hold send-off party for retired permanent secretaries and heads of service. This one happen for Government House, Benin City. Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki, wey e lead other members of Edo State Executive Council, come thank the retired heads of service and permanent secretaries for the ogbonge work wey dem don do for the state. E come still advise dem for life after retirement.
Thank God for useful life of service to our state. As we wish you compliments of the season in appreciating all the service which you put in to the service of our Edo State. As I've always said, if you describe government as a vehicle that is on a journey, then the civil service is the engine of that vehicle. And if the engine of a vehicle, as you know, has challenges or problems, that vehicle may not get to its destination. So I want to thank all of you for the support which you have continued to give to us as a government. I will be the first person to admit that it has not been easy. It has been very, very challenging. We had to undertake a very, very difficult decision. See the pain in the face of that very senior official who could not understand why we took the decision or we're making the decision we made. And we said, it's not about us. It's about entrenching a system that will outlive us and see our society move to the next level. That we know today, we understand today, what we don't know is tomorrow. So in whatever we're doing, we must always look ahead and say to ourselves, are we doing today what will sustain us for tomorrow? This is not an evening for speeches. It's an evening for me to just express profound gratitude to each and every one of you who have had the privilege and opportunity to work with over the last 10 years or so or more. Some of you are here and transiting. You are not really retired because you never retired. You just moved from one job to another. However, you are no longer receiving salaries as permanent secretaries in the Edo State Civil Service. So I want to congratulate you. I want to thank God for your lives. I want to thank God for your health. Two messages I want to leave. It's important to stay alive. It's important to be healthy. We have introduced the Edo State Health Insurance Scheme as part of our total revamp of our healthcare system. Please look at that scheme and see how we can use it to support you. The second is that there is a lot of pushback. And everywhere I go, people say, Governor, when you leave, can we sustain all these things we're doing? And I cannot tell you that I can answer to the affirmative. But if you, those of you who have worked in the system, truly believe in the reforms and insist on sustaining what we have done, please raise your voices and ensure that you speak up. Civil servants are not talking enough, and they are allowing other people determine the narrative. If you don't speak up so that you get a lot more buy-in from the community to sustain the reform made, then we cannot guarantee that we'll sustain this reform.
Anthony Okungbowa wey be the head of service of Edo State come chook mouth and yarn ogbonge things about the retirees, especially for the transformation wey dem bring come the civil service.
Your presence today here will afford us the opportunity of showcasing the successes of the transformation efforts in the Edo State Civil and Public Service, which began during your time in active service. At least you can see that the seeds that you sowed during your time have not only germinated, but are already becoming big trees. I'm happy to let you know that those efforts of yours and those of us still in service towards transforming the service have started using fruits, as have been made manifest in the new face of the public service of Edo State, which has become the talking point in public sector reform agenda at both national and sub-national levels. You will recall the promise of the governor to transform the public service so that it can effectively play its assigned role in governance as the engine of government. I'm glad to inform you that Mr. Governor and his team have left no stone unturned and have spared no effort in ensuring the success of this venture. I'm also glad to inform you that the Edo State Public Service has become the cynosure of all eyes. They used to call us evil service, but we are now fast becoming the best service. We're proud to have been associated with great men and women like you, from whose wealth of experience many of us here today in this hall have gained tremendously. My wish is that you continue to play that supportive role. We have seen how this administration has turned or transformed the environment in the public service. 24 hours electricity from Osimo has been a veritable game changer. The aesthetics of our work environment is second to none in Nigeria. I say that with every sense of responsibility. If you doubt this, just take a walk to the blocks of the public service, the Secretariat. You will feel like returning to the service once more. We all know that one of the best initiatives to establish good governance is electronic governance, otherwise known as e-governance. A governance concept that guarantees openness in government's activities and processes and ensures effectiveness in governance processes. Indeed, digitization is a hallmark of transformative governance. This is in sync with one of the carefully crafted objectives of the transformation agenda, which is to enhance service delivery, strengthen processes and systems to improve efficiency and effectiveness so that we can become a best-in-class civil service that provides fast, accurate, high-quality, proactive, and responsive services. Conscious of the benefits which the concept of open governance brings on board, the Governor Obaseki administration in Edo State quickly embraced these initiatives by adopting and operationalizing the concepts and setting machineries in motion for achieving e-governance in the state. And this administration has not looked back since then.
Former head of service of Edo State, Isaac Eyozua, Controwe salutes give Governor Obaseki for the opportunity to serve Edo people.
For appointing me as the head of service, I became head of service in some time. I served meticulously and retired. My appreciations to him. My appreciations to him too for the little impact I was able to make as head of service. I recognize that up to 90% of the suggestions, the ideas, the memos I sponsored to the governor, he gave approval for me to carry on. I'm very, very grateful to him. By extension, grateful to the deputy governor and to the SSG, who is the re-engine room of the government of Edo State. He's our big brother who at any time I will visit personally or make a phone call, please, what do we do in this circumstance? He has been there calm and calculated and always advising. I want to thank the governor of Edo State for the transformation that he has brought to bear in Edo State.
Oluwatobi Odeshola, TMC TV News. Make you now remember, say your PVC na your power. No go sell your votes, give any politician or political party on election day.